What barcode? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Rosh and Abi, y'all.
Hey.
Time to wake up. Time to wake up.
To wake up.
And family, y'all really need to wake up because this is what they're working on.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they're working on. When we saw this video, we were tripped out.
Because this thing here, it lines up with scripture.
Yes. Have y'all heard of Mark of the Beast? Mark of the Beast. Let's play this video right. Let's show you what we're talking about. And then we're going to talk about it. Let's play this video.
This man saying that he don't got to use no credit card or nothing to pay for this water right here.
Oh, I didn't know if you needed help or anything. Bye, take care.
Oh, I got my, okay, thank you. Whoa, wait a minute.
Code accepted. Select payment type.
Wow.
Code accepted.
What barcode? Hold on.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He
That
paid for his
That's
groceries
crazy.
with the palm of his hand.
Wow. And we just did something, about a week ago?
Mm-hmm.
That one was what?
The
with
chip in the head.
The chip in the head, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now we starting to see the actual chip in the hand, which is what we know in the scriptures. They talk about that thing when they say no man could buy or sell.
In fact, let's read that. Revelation chapter 13, this is verse 14. It says, and this is talking about the mark of the beast. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. Didn't he put his right hand over that scanner?
Yep. That's what I seen.
And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Is Revelation being fulfilled, family? Think about it. He paid for all his groceries with his hand.
With his hand.
And what I'm learning that they're starting to put this all over. And this is going on in Whole Foods. Let me read a clip from an article. But before I get to that, think about this. Remember the movies we used to watch? When they would scan their eyeballs to get into clearance into something, or they'd put their hand to open up the door, it would scan their hand. So all of this, we've been seeing this in the movies. Now it's actually coming to fruition. So they've been prepping us for what they're going to do. They've been prepping us for what they're going to do. And
as you can see, like when we go in the grocery stores right now, think about it. I'm sure like this is national. When you go into the grocery store, I know when we go into the grocery stores, there's less cashiers now. There's so many self-check aisles to where it's ridiculous.
Right.
It's so many. And we barely see cashiers anymore. They're still there, but we barely see them.
Right.
And it's like they're getting us prepared.
They're conditioning us.
Yes, for technology to take over. And now, I mean, it's just like a spirit too, a national spirit that's just all over on the earth, to where the personalities are changing when it comes to customer service. When it once used to be like pleasant personalities, and now it's more of just people just in a zone.
Right. They don't even want to interact with you.
They don't want to interact.
Remember that one time we were in the store and we was asking the lady if she's checking us out. She's like, go to the self-checkout.
Like it was nothing. And we was like, you telling us to go there, you don't want to help us, but you're not realizing that these things are going to take
Exactly.
your
Going to replace
job.
you. And that's what they want to do.
They want to replace her and many of the other cashiers. Actually, they're trying to replace a lot of jobs with technology, as we all know. And this thing is happening. We hearing stories of this happening throughout, because where we're from, people, this is the place where, what they say, this is good hospitality. Out here, where we're from in the South.
Right.
And now we're starting to see a shift. This is not how it used to be.
Right.
It's just people are becoming accustomed to letting technology take over. So now they really like, go over there,
I don't have to deal with you.
I don't have to deal with you. They just telling us go into self-checkout. We're like, wow, okay. But Look at what's happening.
That's what they're training us to become, to do. I told you about when I went in the gas station the other day. And we saw this at Walgreens. It's in gas stations and Walgreens. You just set your stuff on the counter. And it scans the whole thing. Remember when we were at Walgreens and we were like, is there somebody at the checkout? They didn't even come to the front. They're like, oh, I'm not even worried about you. And so that was just crazy.
They don't even come to the
right,
front
they don't even come to the front anymore. Like, they're not even worried about the customers. No interaction.
No interaction.
The interaction is only going to be with technology. So that's cutting us off from that human interaction, which is important.
And if you all have experienced it, we would like for you to share it with us in the comments, because we know that this can't be just happening here.
No,
you
this
know,
is nationwide, worldwide, matter of fact. But think about it, how, and this is how they're selling it. And we talked about it with when we talked about the chip in the head. They're selling this as it's going to be a convenience. It's going to be faster than debit cards. It's going to be faster than pulling out your wallet. Oh, now you can just get your hand. It's going to be convenient. In fact, the CEO, this is the CEO of Whole Foods. This is what he said. He tweeted this. He said, by end of year, you won't need your wallet to pay when checking out at any of the 500 plus U.S. Whole Foods.
I don't want to shop at Whole Foods anymore if that's the case.
Exactly. And notice how they do this. And you notice with any trend that they try to start, they start with who shops at Whole Foods? People that have a lot of money, right? Because those things are pretty expensive in Whole Foods. So we're gonna start with the upper class first. So if they adopt it, guess what? The middle class, the poor people, they're gonna say nothing wrong with it. All these rich people are doing it. But that's the indoctrination. That's how they get these things started, by just like with influencers and stuff like that. When they want you to buy something, they'll put it on an influencer, and make you think that it's okay. That's why you see all of these people wearing the type of clothing and getting all the young kids to dress like them. That's how it works. It's
and
like a domino effect.
Yes, just trying to change. I mean, set a certain trend, and you know, to go. I guess with what would we say, to go along with the agenda.
Exactly. And I was talking about how they selling it as a convenience, but that's how it all starts, family. It starts small. It starts small, but think about it. The governments, if they move, remember, they want a cashless society. They're trying to remove cash from the society, period. If y'all hadn't read about, the government is pushing like a digital currency. They want everything to be digital. And why is that? If everything is digital, I could track you. I could track you. Think about it, family. They could track every move you make. Because can you go throughout the day without spending money on something, without buying something?
We have to buy something. We have to pay
gas.
our bills.
Exactly.
We have to get food, like you said, gas.
I mean, everything. And if you don't have cash anymore, guess what? Government can check every move that you made along the way. So this is the whole scheme. And then another thing, I don't know if you guys heard about this. In China, they have something called a social credit score. So if you're not aligning to what the government, how the government wants you to think, they are going to deny you some things. You're going to lose your social credit score. Just like a credit score, you're going to have so many points. And if they deny you, guess what? You can't go to this grocery store. Because you don't think like how we want you to think. You can't buy this car. You can't do this. You can't do that. That's the whole scheme, and that's what the danger of this thing is. So that's what we have to be watchful of. That's why our eyes have to be open. They had an article on CNBC.com where they said this thing is dangerous. It seems like it's something nice and, this will be a convenience for everybody. But one of the authors in this article, they said, anytime you entrust your data with a private corporation, you're trusting that the company to keep that data safe. How many times we heard about hacks? That they hack companies, they've hacked the government, stole all our information. He says, and most of the time you probably shouldn't. So he's saying you shouldn't trust this because they have a terrible track record of keeping our information safe. And this was a good one. Y'all listen to this one. Another author said, he said, they can control you in ways you don't like. That's what I was talking about. He says, those data sets can be used to control us anywhere in the world. including arresting us or preventing us from entering stores that don't want customers in our salary bracket or who have political views that disagree with the owners of the venues.
My goodness.
So by putting all this stuff in our hand, by getting rid of cards, getting rid of cash, getting rid of all of this, now we pay with our hand. They'll have all of our information so they could track us, track our views, track our money, track all of these things. We have to be aware of this, family. So this is what they're working on.
And they can shut it off anytime. So if you're not conforming, I can shut it off. So now you can't buy anymore. Doesn't that sound familiar? You can't sell. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Revelations. So we have to wake up. We have to wake
because
up.
it's some things happening and coming. But when we have the Most High Yah on our side, we don't need to fear. Absolutely.
Don't need to fear. So we thought it was important to share this with you guys. We definitely want to hear your thoughts about this. Is this the mark of the beast? Is this fulfilling revelation? Fulfilling prophecy? Not buying, not selling unless we have that mark. So we want to hear from you guys. And like I said, this is in a lot of stores. So it's coming to somewhere near you. So drop your comments, subscribe, like the channel, and we definitely will talk to you guys on the next one.
All right.
Bye-bye.